Alright, so we've got our blank here that we've made, and Mr. Chu made a corresponding spot that matches up very nicely with our thing. And these are actually almost exactly the same piece, which makes it nice for us to look at these and kind of demo how we're making these parts. So I've also got my drawing here, and you can see that since this is a 1-to-1 scale drawing, the notch that I cut out, if you come right on top of this, lines up almost perfectly with the printout. So it's a really good representation. It's nice to make sure you have these drawings with you when you're working in the shop. Today what we're going to do is we're going to make this counterbore hole here, right in this location. First thing we need to do is locate where this hole is going to be on our actual part. So I'm going to use a Sharpie to just darken the surface of this part where I want that hole to be. And then I'm going to use my scribe to try and draw very thin lines on this darkened surface so I can locate it as accurately as possible. The first part I have here is 0.25 inches over from the edge, and so I'm going to try and line up that as closely as I can with the edge. Find that distance offset, so this is in 30 seconds, so I got to go over to 16, sorry, this is in 64ths, so 16 64ths. Again, trying to do a thin line so I can see where that is. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side here. I want to go up half an inch. So again, this is 16 30-seconds. So I'm going to find that edge there and get that as close as I can to being correct. And then I'm going to use my square to scribe that out and actually extend that line to find where they would cross. And I got to make sure I find that edge, keep it nice and square. I'm going to drag that all the way out. So I get a nice clean line there. And then again, find the edge, make sure you're square. And again, I can tilt this kind of outwards or inwards to make sure that my tip is in the right spot, but make sure you keep it the same kind of distance from your reference point all the way across. I would highly recommend that after you make that mark, double check it so you didn't shift over. So I actually want to check this on where I made the line, and I can see that that's pretty close, almost exactly 16 30-seconds, or half an inch over from the edge along the line, and then 8 30-seconds, or a quarter of an inch along that line. So I'm pretty sure that that's in the right spot. Once I've got that, I'm going to take my punch, and I want to make a little divot in the material right at that cross. So I'm going to get nice and close. I'm going to put the tip right on the cross, look at it from a couple different directions, make sure it's in the right spot, and then just push that down until it clicks, and I should have a little hole or pocket where that was. And you can do that a couple of times if you want to try and make it a little bit deeper, so you got a nice punch to start off with our hole.